becoming a norm where it is the rate at which bullying increases by the day. It's outrageous. It's becoming very scary. Now, do you think bullying can be managed? Do you think this is a new character, like I often say? Do you think it's an inborn character that many children come with, or this is something that is learned at preschool or at home and their everyday environment? Bullying is one of the most common and concerning social interaction facing children facing children and schools today. Now, how can this thing be managed? Welcome to another edition of our 30-day series on Court TV. Today is day 12 of our 30-day series. Guys, we are doing it. We are doing it, guys. It's already day 12. Now, welcome to Court TV, you guys. Welcome to Court TV family. I remain your host, Julie Fresh. How have you guys been? It feels like forever since I left. But how have you guys been? How was your weekend? Hope you had an amazing time. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Hope you rested very well, because I, for one, I think I rested. Yeah, and I feel better. I'm in a better spirit, and I hope you all are in a good spirit too. This is me wishing you an amazing week ahead, and I pray that all your set goals for this week would be achieved. Amen. I mean, so guys, welcome to Court TV once again. I am Julie Fresh, your host. And yeah, if you're just joining me, please do well to subscribe to our channel, turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I am live or whenever we post a video. If you are a returning subscriber, you know I love you guys already, and you know you're a place in my heart. So thank you very much. Please do well to share our link, tell your friends about this beautiful space, tell them about Julie Fresh, tell them about Cut TV, tell them to join us. And do not forget, Cut TV was created for you. It's about beauty, it's about lifestyle, it's about our everyday existence, our politics, it's about legal issues, it's about economy. It's just anything you want Court TV to be. Just come to this space and enjoy yourself. Do not forget, like I said, tell your friends about the space, tell your colleagues, tell your parents, your guardians, your relatives, anybody you feel the need to tell them about this space. Be like my girl, Adele, who got our brother to subscribe. Please tell your people to join us, to join this community, and let's build a strong community here on YouTube. Yeah, so like our description today says, today, like before I go, I just want to say thank you to all those that have been following our day 12. You guys are the best, and you honestly don't know how grateful we at Court TV are. And this is us saying thank you for Court TV, from Court TV, and we love you. Please do not get tired, and also know that you can be our guest at any point in time. If you have a topic you want to share with me, please do well to reach me. If we've discussed about, if you want to talk about a topic we've talked about, you can also reach me. And if you want to join me live, just send me a request, and yeah, I'll add you up and we can both dialogue, because we have a lot of interesting topics and activities packed for the month of May for you guys. And trust me, you guys, we are not going to bore you. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video, into today's edition on Court TV. So, like my intro said and description says, our topic for today is bullying. I chose this topic because I don't know if bullying is now, I know that bullying has been in existence since forever. Even before I was born, bullying has been in existence. Please, guys, do well to like my video, tap on your screens, subscribe to my channel, you guys. Whilst you're doing that, tap on your screens, and let's interact, let's communicate. So, like I was saying, Bully has been in existence even before I was born, but I feel like lately it's becoming too much. I don't know if it is now something that sometimes I look at my little nephew and I'm like, I don't want, I know how strong words of our mouths are. I know how powerful our tongues are. So when I look at him, I'm like, you are not going to be a bully. You will not be a bully. But why are you showing traits of bullying at 2? Is it something that children grow up with? And I've been saying these things and I've been paying close attention to this boy. And I have been talking to my siblings and my sibling and my in-law about it, and we've all agreed, every member of our family have agreed to ensure that we put close watch at this boy, to ensure that, to make sure he doesn't grow up to being a bully, because to him as a child, he's having fun, he's just looking for trouble, he's enjoying himself. That's how he enjoys. That's what makes him happy. Just, it makes him laugh, it makes him go all over the place. He's excited when he sees you laying on the floor, he just jumps on your stomach, and the fact that you scream in pain just makes him happy. I mean, it could be like a normal children, child, toddler thing, but then again, we do not want to just ignore it, because I once mentioned my nephew who went through bullying, and luckily we have been training our nibblings to be outspoken, to talk, to be expressive. So he communicated that experience with his mother, my sister, and he told his parents about how his classmates has been bullying him, and he has spoken to his teacher, and she said she'll talk to their proprietress rather. And yeah, the my sister reached out to his class teacher, and it didn't stop. She reached out to it, and he kept complaining every time he came back from school. He would complain about this boy doing this boy doing that, and how his proprietress makes it hard for him, because whenever he goes to her to complain, she ends up scolding him. And this boy, they are always in a competition, low key in class. So if he's first this time, the boy will definitely be first next time. If the boy is first next time, he's going to, like that. They've been dragging a particular position, and somehow she talks down on him, particularly complain about how especially when the boy um passes a test or an examination, she just finds a way to end and all of that, talks down on him, and it affects him mentally, emotionally. But luckily, he was brave enough to have spoken out. And because his parents did not get the kind of response and reaction they had expected from the proprietress, they withdrew all three of their children rather from that school. And I think I've once mentioned bullying, and I've told you guys this story before. But bullying is one topic that can never, ever, ever be overemphasized. Do not ignore any form of bully you see in your child, your students, your pupil, your word, your do not ignore your neighbor's child. Do not ignore any form of bullying, because that thing you feel like it's normal, it's them just being children, it's kids just being kids, will turn out to be a bad character in the future, and it can destroy them in the future. So do not ignore these things. Now, this is why I'm talking about bullying, and today I'll take my time to explain what bullying is. I've read a lot about bullying. I've looked at the types of bullying, and I've also looked at ways we can manage, both parents and teachers, ways we can manage bullying. So let's start with defining bullying. What do you guys think it's bullying? When someone says this person is a bully, what do you think? What comes to your mind? Now, like it or not, there are a lot of people on this table who just know bully to be looking for trouble. I mean, that's like the regular term, but bully, yeah, somehow to an extent, it's self-explanatory. So we would say that bullying is a person who habitually seeks harm or intimidates those who they perceive as vulnerable. Once they see this person as vulnerable, they find pleasure in harming others, in intimidating people, in causing pain, making them sad. You see, when you are sad, when they see you, your sadness, the fact that you're not happy, the fact that you're vulnerable, gives them some form of satisfaction, makes them happy, gives them peace, just makes them feel relevant in a way. So these are the people we tag bullies. These are the people we tag bullies. Now, why the media often pick up viral stories of bullying in high school? Researchers have shown that bullying behaviors are learned in life. Now, this is a question I earlier asked. Is it something that is inborn? Are some people born with the bullying character, or this is something that we learn? Now, I personally feel like nobody is born a bully. Nobody is born a bully. Everybody exhibits traces of bullying, like it or not. I do, you do. Everybody exhibits traces of bullying. Now, it is how we are brought up, it is how we are managed, it's how that character was managed when we started it that determines what will be in the future. You cannot tell me your teenage child or children or students just woke up and decided they want to be bullies. Their parents fostered that decision, the environment fostered it, the teachers, their guardians fostered it. They saw it coming. This is my opinion though. So if you have something else, if you think differently, you can share. They saw it coming and they encouraged it. I just made an example of my nephew who I often jokingly say, I reject it, you're not going to be a bully, because I look at this boy and I see the things he does, and it just makes me wonder, why does this boy behave like a bully? Why is he exhibiting traces of bullying? This boy will definitely bully. And the funny thing about him is that he would do something to you and then he would scream. You're causing harm to someone else, but you're shouting for help. So when someone walks into the room, you just immediately, because he's young and he's crying, you just immediately feel like this is the victim. What have you been doing to this boy, this toddler? What have you been doing to this boy? But the real thing is, he has been the one doing something. Hi, Luke. Hi, you came again. Hi, Luke. How are you? You left me on Friday, but I'm glad you're back. Hi. Please like my video, tap your screens, share our link, and tell your friends to join. How are you, Luke? How was your weekend? And how is your day going? So, yeah, like I was saying, look, our topic for today is bullying. I keep seeing your live stream. Oh, that's nice. That's the deal. That's the target. To ensure that whenever you come online, I am on your screen. That is it. I want to be on your screen at all times. It's a good thing. Please tap your screen, like my stream, encourage me, share my video, share my link, and tell your friends to join. So, if you're just joining, this is Court TV family, and I am Julie Fresh, and our topic for today is bullying. So, as I was saying, I personally feel like, look, do you think everybody is born with that bullying trait, or this is something people learn over time? What do you think? Guys, please tell me what you think. Is bully something everyone is born with, but then again, it can be managed and it can be stopped at an early stage, or it is something that we learn? It is a character that was picked up at an early stage. Please let me know your thoughts. So, as I was saying, I personally feel like it is everyone is born with it, but if we are not managed, if it is not man, I don't know. Sorry, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. How are you doing? How are you doing? So I personally feel like bully is something that we are all, like it or not, we all have that trait in us. There are things, there are some people you look at and you just perceive them vulnerable. There are sometimes you just want I personally feel like we all are born with that character, with that bullying trait. It is how we manage it is that determines whether we are going to be actual bullies or not. Now, the reason I said that is that we once in a while we exhibit the characters of being a bully, and we do not even know being outspoken. I said what I said. I don't care how it makes you feel, and all of that. That's bullying. When you know that this thing you're saying is definitely going to hurt somebody, but because it makes you feel good, it makes you feel relevant, it makes you feel some kind of way, you just want to hide under the I am outspoken, strong, I am a feminist, I am this, I am that, and that. We hide under the disguise of some of these bad characters that we've used English words to hide under them. We hide under all of these things, and we do not know that what we're doing is bullying. But then when we mention bullying, I'm not a bully, she is. For you, just bullied somebody online, you just physically bullied somebody. You just abused somebody. Those are bullies that we exhibit, bullying attributes of bullying that we exhibit, and we just feel like it is normal because we didn't grow up as bullying, because we feel like we understand what it means to be bullied, but we do not really know that we all have it in us. It is not something that was picked up. And that's why I'm using an example of my little nephew who is already showing that I enjoy it. I enjoy looking for trouble. I will always say that this person is a troublemaker. This person loves to look for trouble. This person, you are a bully if you enjoy looking for trouble. You're a bully. Like it or not, I enjoy looking for trouble. I'm not a bully. What's the difference between looking for trouble and being a bully? The fact that you're causing harm, you're hurting somebody, you're making someone sad, you're intimidating somebody, you're stressing a person physically, emotionally, mentally makes you a bully, my darling. Just know that and work on yourself. In fact, you should know that preschool is often the first time children are exposed to bullying. Hey God. It is the first thing to know that children are exposed to a social group. Preschool is the first time children are exposed to social group, and it is common for children to begin to experimenting with different type of social interaction, and this is where they begin to learn about bullying and other stuff because they are experimenting different type of social interaction. It's either the positive one or the negative one, and for some children they find themselves, for some toddlers rather, they find themselves in between both the negative and the positive, and they find a way to merge them together. If they are not properly managed, if they are not properly studied, properly watched, they will end up exhibiting those characters. Now, the difference between my nephew rather and maybe others is because when he is out in school, he's quiet. He doesn't talk. He is always himself by himself. He doesn't make noise like his teachers or his the nannies in school will always hi, where are you from? I'm Nigerian. Hi, Mira. Welcome to Court TV family. And my name is Julie Fresh. I'm Nigerian. Where are you from? Where are you streaming from? Please do also subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I'm live. And please share my link. Tap on your screens to like my videos. Please subscribe. Mira and Nigerian. Where are you streaming from? Oh, I figured Mira. Mira. Hi, nice to meet you, Mira from India. You look very beautiful. Oh, Mira. Thank you so much, Mira. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to our channel. And Mira, what do you think about bullying? Do you think bullying is something we all are born with, or it is something that nice to meet you too? Yeah, nice to meet you, Mira. How is India today? How is India today? And so yeah, So, like I was saying, my nephew is most times his nannies will always say is a very quiet person. He's peaceful. He doesn't look for trouble. He's always by himself. He plays alone. He's a solo player. That's the kind of person he is whenever he's outside. But then at home, he looks for trouble, premium trouble. He he bullies even me. I know it's funny, but whenever I visit, he bullies me. He can come and slap me. He would bite me. He would pinch. He would just do stuff, drag your hair, tell you come and just kick you, give you punches anywhere. Sometimes he would just come and like slap your face, like it goes for your eyes and just hit you. And most times when I look at him, I'm like, where should I even break this boy from? But yeah, we have been managing him, and trust me, he's gradually losing those characters. And I am so glad that we managed the situation to the point where it didn't even take all of those things to school. So just so that preschool is the place where our children begin to have social interaction. And if we are not careful, if we are not attentive enough, if we are not mindful, if we don't interact well with our children, they would get in, they'll engage themselves in same old, what's going on with you? Nothing, Mira, nothing. I'm just here talking to you guys. You're a student, you're a student. No, I'm not. I'm not a student. I'm done with school. What about you? I'm not. Ah, Mira, I'm fine. That's just the word. I'm fine. A lot is going on. Yeah, a lot is going on. I feel like my emotions are all over the place. My dad's seventh year remembrance was yesterday. I feel like we all not snapped out of that mood since yesterday. It's been very quiet for all of us in the house since yesterday. My emotions are all over the place. That's just it. But I'm fine. I'm fine. I can't even believe it's 7 years already. And every time I don't know if it's okay for it's been 7 years and I still cannot come with terms that is gone. I often forget. It feels like he traveled and it's not back and we just cannot reach him. That's just the feeling. Oh my god, I'm getting coming teary. But yeah. Amen. Amen, Mira. Amen. Thank you so much. But aside that, I'm fine. Oof. I'm fine, Mira. So, as I was saying, Mira, what do you think about bullying? What do you think about bullying? Do you think it's a character that we all have? Have you been to India? No, Mira. Sadly, I haven't. I haven't. But I'm looking forward to someday. Someday, I will visit India soon. I hope so, though. But yeah. So as I was saying, part of the responsibility of teachers is to create positive social environment, learning environment for our children, for their pupils, for their students. That is the number one priority, responsibility of every school, every teacher is to ensure that the environment is conducive enough. Physical bullying, verbal bullying, social bullying. Exactly. These are different. We have so many types of bullying. Mira, as though you read my mind. I mean, that's so. I wrote all of this: physical bullying, social bullying, verbal bullying, personal bullying, cyber bullying, and the rest. All of these are type of different types of bullying, and they have their different effects. They have how they play on children, on um, students, on teenagers, on youth, adults. You'll be surprised to know that They have different type of bullies, and all of them have their own ways of affecting from the children down to adults. So yeah, like I was saying, teachers have the roles of ensuring that bullying is one people repeatedly and intentionally use words or action against someone or a group of people to cause distress, risk to their well-being. These actions are usually done by people. Thank you. Hi, Babu. Hi. Welcome to Coach TV family. I am Julie Fresh, and if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to our channel. Turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I'm live or whenever I drop a video. Welcome to Code TV. Do not forget, Mira, thank you very much for this definition. You got it point on. There is no other way to explain bullying than this. Trust me, everybody have their own ways of defining bullying. But one thing to know is that the main aim of bullying is to cause distress and risk to the well-being of people, which is a very bad thing. If you find fulfillment in causing distress to the well-being or risk to the well-being of people, in causing harm to the well-being of people, then you are a bully. Kids need to know ways to safely stand up to bullying and how to get help. Encourage kids to speak to a trusted adult if they are bullied or see others being bullied. Thank you very much, Mira. I'm going to get to that. But yeah, like I earlier mentioned, I just spoke about my little nephew who we've been teaching all of my nibblings rather, the act of speaking out, being outspoken, being expressive in a good way, in a positive way though. And this helped with my nephew when he was being bullied at school. He was able to speak up. Firstly, even before he spoke to us, even before he spoke to his parents or even his aunts and uncles, he reported the issue to his class teacher, and his class teacher did well by reporting to their proprietors, who did handle the case well. And so because the thing kept affecting, it was beginning to affect him, he dreaded going to school and all of that. He then reported to his parents, and they in turn reported again to their proprietors, and because they didn't handle the case well, they were withdrawn from the school. They withdrew them from the school and registered them somewhere else. Now, this is something every parent should do. Do not ignore every way. When he reported first to his parents, they waived it. Not really waive, they just encouraged him to keep going. They spoke to their class teacher and told her to pay close attention to him and the boy who was bullying him. And then he reported again and reported the second time. They made that complaint at the PTA's meeting, and it was just managed for a while, and then it continued again. And then when he reported again, they withdrew all of them from school immediately. They didn't leave the other two because they are not victims of bullying. They withdrew all of them because if the proprietors cannot ensure the safety of one pupil in school, how much more will she be able to protect other children in school? So they withdrew all of them because they don't want them to be victims. Because what if um what if other children saw this and feel like the proprietor is not doing anything and it's okay, it's good? If it is bad, they would have been punished, the boy would have been punished. But since something is being done, it is okay. What if because the proprietress did not do anything, made his younger siblings to feel like bullying is okay? If it is happening to my brother and nobody is punishing um the boy for bullying my brother, then I can in turn bully someone else. I can in turn avenge for my brother, but thereby bullying someone else. And yeah, nobody will do anything. So it is also a bad influence. As much as one person is a victim of bullying, it can also trigger the rest to become bullies. So she withdrew all three of them from the school, all four of them, as a matter of fact, from the school, and registered them somewhere else. Mira, the adult can give comfort, support, and advice, even if they can't solve the problem directly. Encourage the child to report bullying if it happens. Can I ask you something? Please do. Please do, Mira. You can. I'm waiting. So while we're waiting for Mira's question, as I was saying, parents should also, like Mira said, whilst the teacher's role and responsibility, their priorities is to ensure a conducive learning environment for a conducive, a safe, and a sane learning environment. Do not forget conducive, safe, and sane learning environment for their students and pupil. And then for their students and pupil, and I'll be using Mira's contribution, the adults should also give comfort, support, and advice if they can't solve the problem directly. Exactly. I have seen lots of videos about video. Is that a myth? Is that a myth? It's real or it's real? About video as in video as in witchcrafts or magic. Mirror. Mirror is asking an entirely different question from our topic. Voodoo, yeah, voodoo. Okay, I don't think it's a myth, Mira. I personally, I don't know if others have other opinions, but I personally feel like it is real. Voodoo is real, very real. It is not our mindset, it is not our imagination playing out images and making out stories. It is real. I feel like it's real because I have seen things happen. Like Mira, are you a Christian, a Muslim, or a Buddhist? What I'm asking is, someone once said, "This life, we should see life beyond the physical. This life is more spiritual than we think," and I agree because I am Catholic. Thank you. Okay, fine. I'm also a Catholic, and and I don't think it's a myth. I think it is real because good and evil exist. And what is evil? Evil is not just harming people. There are many ways you can harm people. You can do it you can do it physically, you can do it spiritually. And how can you harm someone spiritually if not through voodoo? They do it, it happens. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. And it is not something that started now. It has been in existence way back in the BCs and the rest. And even in the time of the Old Testament, voodoo existed. So I feel like it is real. What's your background? I mean, you finished your studies. Yeah, I did. I studied linguistics. I studied linguistics and African languages. So yeah, I think voodoo is real. And yeah, I mean, though Catholics do not perform like in I don't think I've seen a situation. I think only once where Catholic Church perform, where they hold crusades and do deliverances and all sorts, like not like the regular Pentecostal deliverances and the rest. But then again, for the Catholics, we have exorcism. And what's the exorcism? It's another way of delivering people and people that are possessed. And that's like another way of voodoo too. I really cannot explain it because I haven't really thought about it because I feel like every you are too beautiful. The way you talk mesmerizing. Thank you, Mira. Thank you so much, Mira. Thank you. Thank you. So, Mira, what do you think? Do you think it's a myth or it's real? Aki. Hi. Thank you so much, Aki, for joining. Welcome to. Oops, sorry, guys. Welcome to Court TV. Welcome to Court TV, Aki. Welcome to Court TV family. I'm Julie Fresh, and I feel like we've met before, right, Aki? Johnny Miranam means Johnny is my name. Oh, and I've been calling you Mira. I mean, Mira sounds like an Indian name, right? I think I've seen movies where they bear Mira, right? So Journey is my name. So I can say Julie Mira now, right? Right, Johnny? Julie Mira now, right? Means okay, Mira female name. Yeah. It's I got it right. It's a female name. So, oh, I'm so sorry that I honestly thought you're female. Bravo. Yeah! I just learned how to say my name in India. Oh, it's a great week to learn something new. And I'm glad I did. Thank you. Teach me something else. Okay, how do I say? I mean, namaste is welcome, right? So, how do I say have a nice day? How do I say that? So let's get back to today's topic. Now, if you're just joining, welcome to Court TV family. Please do well to subscribe to our channel, turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I'm live, and always remember that I'm Julie fresh, always beautiful. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm talking to you that is sleeping. Tomhamra Namkia means what's your name? Oh, is it like Tomhara Namkia? What's your name? Am I saying it right? Am I saying it right? Um, Tomhara Namkia. What's your name? I mean, if I've been following up with you, I should have been a pro by now. Yay! You guys are not even ready. Indians, watch out for me. Watch out for Julie Fresh. Watch out for Julie Fresh. Hey, what's this live about? It's about Maranam Julie. Hi. My name is Julie. Hey, Runa Miruna. Let me call you Runa. Welcome to Court TV family. This space, Court TV family, is basically about life, all that has to do with us as humans. Talk about everything, family, politics, economy, life, showbiz, celebrity, gossip, education, entertainment, name it, just come to this space. Now, this particular life, we are on a 30-day series, and today is day 12. And our topic for today is bullying, Runa. Please do well to subscribe to our channel if you haven't and join me. Let's communicate. So today we are talking about bullying. Tell me what you think about bullying. It's this particular topic is one time. Oh wow, that's so nice. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Please do well to subscribe to my channel and let me know so I can hit the drum rolls for you. And yeah, why are you streaming from, Runa? Tell me what you think about bullying. Bullying are more likely to experience low self-esteem and isolation, but I never went through. Oh, I mean, that's like the reason a lot. That's something to note about bullying. Not that they are more likely. A lot of them, go through. A lot of them experience low self-esteem. They struggle with their confidence. It's a lot. I was toughest boy during my school days. I wasn't the toughest during my school days. I could have said that I could have sworn that I would have been a victim of bully. Yeah, because I was the quiet one. I really talk. I really socialized. I was all to myself, but then it had positivity around me, so it really helped me. And those ones were ready to fight anybody that was very. My crew, my group were like those fighting against bullying, against anything bad, against negativity. We were the one fighting against them, and yeah, so it can't possibly happen to me because I never gave room for that. I was always by myself. Afam, Junior, you're pretty. Thank you so much, Afam. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Welcome to Kurtz TV. I'm Julie Fresh. Thank you for the compliment. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hit your notification bell to get notified whenever I am live so you can keep seeing this pretty face. And yeah, Affirm, what do you think about bullying? Um, you don't look you don't look girl from Nigeria. Those girls are big. Wow. What do you mean? I mean, I'm also big. We just got new subscriber, guys. Oh, thank you so much, Afam, for subscribing. Thank you. I promise you will not regret subscribing. Thank you so much. Where are you streaming from, Afam? Runa. So I'm from Romania. Sorry for that interruption, guys. Sorry for that interruption. But yeah, Runa, I almost called you Romania when I was trying to pronounce your name. I had to take a deep breath and start all over. So yeah. Hi, Rona from Romania. This is Coach TV family, and I am Julie Fresh from Nigeria. And nowadays, my generation stopped mentally developing. They were not taught about the importance of self-developing and were not, yeah, made sure to understand what. Okay, I'm telling you, Rona, this our generation. I hope we're all in the same generation, but yeah, I feel like I feel like I said in the intro, bullying is gradually becoming a norm. Everybody feel like you can talk nonsense, you can bully, and it's okay. We act like some people when you hear them speak, you wonder if they are adults, if these people if they were born with brains, if they have the capability to think things through before they just open their mouth to spill them out. And yeah, like you said, they were not taught the importance of self-developing, self-awareness, the importance of building yourself and all of that. So I cannot entirely say that a lot of them were not taught. Some of them were taught, but they refused to learn. So yeah, we can't entirely blame their parents or guardians and teachers for them. Let's blame them for being them. So Runa made sure to understand other people. Yeah, that's something we ought to do. We ought to understand people, whether physically or visually. We ought to understand everyone around us so as to not hurt anybody's feeling. Because, like I said, we all have bullying in us. Just determines bullying is technically illegal in our country. It's illegal anywhere. Anybody seeking to cause harm to anybody is a criminal. Because what is the difference between you and a murderer? When you're not mentally deranged, why are you seeking to cause harm to someone? Why do you derive pleasure in hurting other people? So anybody who is into bullying in 2025 and you're not a child, you are a criminal. I said it. And now I'm acting like one. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, that's just the thing. If you are a bully, an adult who is a bully in 2025, whether you do it physically, verbally, visually, or socially, you are a criminal. And I think people should start in Africa, in Nigeria, we should start arresting bullies. No bullying. No bullying is a common sense law. Oh my God. Wow. So, Runa, do you think we all have bullying in us? Do you think we are born with bullying, or it is something that we learned at preschool? It is something we learned from childhood. It's something people learn over time while they are growing up. What do you think? Do you think we all have it and we just grow up exhibiting, eh, nurturing the character, exhibiting the character until we become um terrible bullies, or it is something that was learned at an early stage? What do you think? It's something that can be learned at an early stage. What do you think, brother? So let's get right into it. Now, the rate at which bullying is increasing is worrisome. Trust me, because for Angie, I should stop bullying people in life. I'm just kidding. I'm a sweet boy. Oh my god. I hope you don't see that because I say, but you just said bullying is illegal in your country. And yeah, if you're bullying people, like sometimes, like in my country, it is called cruise, catching fun. You're just enjoying yourself. But yeah, if it is coming from a place of joke, I feel like a lot of people should be mindful of the things we joke about and people they joke with, because someone like me, I am the type of person that you might do something to me, I won't regret, I won't react to it immediately. We might laugh about it, but I'm one that reminisces over every day's events. So everything that happens to do, once I get home, I'm relaxed, and that time I'm supposed to sleep, I'm thinking of everything that's happened to me. I filter, filter the negativity, um, separate the negativity from the positive things, and just think of how to move ahead and all that. Now, while I'm reminiscing and I remember, this thing this person said to me, it made me feel some kind of way at the time. But then again, because it came from a place of joke, I have to take it. Now, if after thinking about that thing and it made me feel some kind of way, and I want to continue, and I wake up in the morning and the thing crosses my mind, make me feel some kind of way, there is a tendency that when I see you next time, I may give you attitude, because you just did something to me that I didn't get a chance to talk about, and because it has passed, I didn't address it immediately, and it has passed. I need time to heal from that thing you said, because it is a joke to you doesn't mean I took it as a joke to me. I might laugh about it immediately because I didn't really think about it. I didn't think too deep about it. I didn't want to appear as uptight. So yeah, I might just read it. And then there are times I'll just it's normal. Now there was one time I mentioned bad character. I made a video about bad character. You guys should go and see all our videos. One time where about comments people make and they think it's cruise, they think it's a joke, they just think it is them complimenting people. But you don't know how far those compliments go. Now there was one time I wasn't born with this car. I didn't grow up with this car on my nose and stuff. And something happened that led to this thing. And where I went to the place I grew up, and when other people, when someone, when you see someone you've not seen in a long while, that excitement, hey, it's been a while, you look good, you look different, oh, what? And I, I've been getting the, what happened to you? What happened to your nose? But, and then while someone else was in, after I explained everything that happened, and I just walked past, I went to get something, I was walking past to go home. Then this old neighbor of mine just looked at me and said, Julie, you are ugly. Oh. You are no longer beautiful. You're not as beautiful as you used to be. This life, nothing lasts forever. Now, at the time this person said these things was the time where I was trying to get used to the fact that I am now forever scarred, and it is affecting my confidence. Now, you said that thing to me. He said it in public to me, and he said it jokingly. Now, I don't know if that was a joke or that was just an actual compliment that he meant, but it went deep into my heart, and I cried my eyes out that night. Like, I said it, I've been saying it, this thing is making me ugly. I don't look like myself. I don't feel beautiful. I don't feel confident and all that. And everyone has been lying to me. My siblings have been lying to me, my friends have been lying to me, saying stuff like, don't mind them, This is your mark of victory. This is your testimony. This is your mark of survival. Don't let people get to you and all of that. And that person bullied me with that statement, that compliment. It tortured me. So he bullied me. And this person is not a bully. Now you see how I said everybody has bullying in their DNA. We all have bullying in our DNA. The fact that because I don't know how an adult to just say something unfiltered without even after hearing the cause of this car, you've said it unfiltered without even thinking of how it's going to affect me. Honestly, it made me feel bad because if it was a normal day, someone said you're ugly, you're not fine, I would laugh about it because heck, unless you are blind, I may not be as beautiful as Miss World. I may not be as beautiful as Beyonce. I may not be as beautiful as our top celebrities and the rest. But heck, I know I'm not ugly. I'm not an ugly person. So I would brave it. But in a time where I am fighting with my confidence, I'm trying to get myself back. I'm trying to get comfortable in my new skin. You are tampering with my confidence. And that is you verbally bullying me. You physically bullied me and you verbally bullied me. Now, these are things that a lot of us do. But because we feel like we are adults and we can see what we have, we are entitled to our opinions. We just open our mouth to spew rubbish without filtering it, without thinking it. Like Rona said, some of us, some of us, what's that thing you said, Rona? He said some of us stopped mentally developing. Yeah, that's the word. We just say things because we want to say them because it's in our heart and we just say it and it will make us feel better. So let me get on to replying you guys. Um Johnny said, "Hey Julie, I have to go. See you soon. I'll swing by if I get time." That was nice interacting with you. Or Jenny, adios. Peace out. Adios. Yeah. Thank you, Jenny, for joining. Please do well to subscribe, Jenny, if you haven't. Please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, always swing by when you can. I enjoyed your contribution. Thank you for those contributions. They are very valid. Thank you so much. Rona, I think bullying is just the loss of mental maturity. Some people never grow out of their mean habits and continue to do it even as adults. Thank you, Rona. God bless you for that. God bless you for that. Hi, Sahir. Hi. Welcome to Quartz TV family. Thrilled to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, do not forget on this space, it is all love and light. It is all entertaining, educative, and the rest. So, bullying can be related to humor, but both people have to make sure it's okay to joke like that. Exactly. You have to. If my siblings decide to joke around like that, I mean, they've been part of my journey, they've known me and all of that, I can take it. But coming from someone I don't have that kind of relationship with, we are just acquaintances. You cannot joke around with something as sensitive as that. And I try my best to not even joke around with acquaintances because I don't know the kind of jokes they like. And I'm not well, I'm not a comedian. I can't play around like that. So hi Sahir. Welcome to Cut TV. Posting in your channel. I think Cut TV is about lifestyle generally. Cut TV is about lifestyle. Oh, so what's that? Um Green TV. Green TV. Cancel. Yeah. So sorry about that. But Cut TV is about our lifestyle generally. It's about our everyday existence. It's about what we do, how we live. It's about politics. It's about religion. It's about family. It's about friendship. It's about relationships. It's about marriage. It's about economy. It's about legal issue. Anything you just think of, think Cut TV. Cut TV is here to entertain you. The reason for this, our content is meant to educate and entertain you and also help you in every legal way. anytime. If you have legal questions, you have legal issues, you can reach out to us, and trust me, we'll try our best to help you in every way we can. That's what our channel is about. That's the kind of content we post here: educative, entertaining, and interactive content. So please do well to subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Know that we are on a 30-day series here on Court TV, and today is day 12, and our topic for today is bullying. And trust me, we will be bringing in we'll have a guest here to talk about this bullying. So let's move on. As I was saying, the rate at which bullying is increasing is worrisome. It's a call for concern, and a lot of us need to. We do not. Let's try our best not to leave the role of training children or educating people on bullying only for parents and teachers and guardians and the rest. Let's all make it a collective effort to talk about bullying at every given opportunity, because you don't know whose child and whose future you're trying to shape in. According to stopbullying.gov, about 20% of students about 20% of students between the ages of 12 to 18 experience bullying, and only 15% of them get to report this case. And they do not just report, they don't report to people they can physically meet. They report it online or through text messages. Now the remaining 46% get to just shut up and not say anything about bullying. Bullying is a combination of unwanted aggressive behavior, real or perceived power imbalance, and the potential for repetition of that negative behavior. Bullying behavior can range from obvious, highly visible punching or hitting, kicking, pushing people, physically wanting to hurt somebody, or it can result to like physically wanting to hurt somebody, to subtle visually invisible and to subtle visually invisible to everyone, to subtle visually um invisible to everyone except victims and participants. Now it is something that it is either physical or it is not. Now, the physical one is the hitting, the punching, and the rest, where everybody can obviously see that this person is being bullied and this person is bullying this person, to visually, invisibly bullying somebody, whereby the only people that can tell that bullying is happening is the victim and the bully and those around them, because they always have they have clique of friends that are in support of them bullying others. So we have several types of bullying, like Johnny mentioned, we have several types of bullying. We have the physical bullying, we have the virtual bullying. I'll only be mentioning four, which is the physical bullying, the verbal bullying, the emotional bullying, and the cyber bullying. And the physical bullying is self-explanatory. If you're just joining me, welcome to Court TV family. I am Julie Fresh, and today's topic is bullying. If you see from our description, we are discussing about bullying, and yeah, we've defined bullying. We've had an interactive time just describing bullying, and everybody has been expressive about how they feel about bullying and stuff. And now let's move on to talking about the types of bullying, which are the physical bullying, the verbal bullying, cyber bullying, and rational bullying. Now, the physical bullying is the type that is the easiest form of bullying to identify. Now, this is very common because everybody knows, like I just said, oh my God, my little nephew who bullies me. I know it's funny, but yeah, he bullies me a lot. So, the physical bullying involves the hitting, the punching, the kicking, the physical threats, and the rest. It is a form of in bullying and intimidation. It is also, like I said, the easiest to identify by parents, guardian, or educators. it is easiest for them to identify and stop. This includes, like I mentioned, kicking, pinching, punching, physical threats, and violence. And then we have the verbal bullying. This one is one of the hardest form of bullying. Like I earlier mentioned, I just said this now. It is the type. It is invisible. It is not significant. It cannot be identified unless the victim decides to speak up. This one is hard. It is the type that affects people. A lot of people die in silence through verbal bullying because um verbal bullying because nobody knows, nobody can see, nobody can hear you, nobody can see you unless you speak up. Now this is the like I said, it's the hardest form of bullying. It's very difficult to identify, especially when the victim keeps quiet. This involves making fun of someone, insulting and calling names, emotional blackmailing, emotional bullying, mentally stressing, blackmailing these people, um and all manner of things. Now let's move on to the third, which is the okay. It says kids involved in this kind of bullying often wait until out of okay, yeah. The kids that are involved in this kind of bullying, they often wait. They don't bully people in public. They do it privately. They find um isolated areas, strategic places to just take their victims to, or wait for their victims so they can bully them, especially those ones that like to physically bully them, but in a verbal form. If you get what I mean, they oh my god, they yeah. So I just mentioned my little nephew, who is the type that he will bully you and then be the ones to scream. His voice will be the loudest. So when you walk into the room, the first person you're seeing is this little baby screaming and shouting and probably running himself all over the place. And you're wondering what the person has done to the person. You wouldn't even know that the adult is the one, or the child is the one that is being bullied by the toddler. So yeah, now let's move on to racial bullying. This type of bullying is also known as social bullying. Yeah, this typically happens indirectly or behind the back of the intended or behind the intended target. They don't come at you to bully you. They do it behind you and then they smile at you. You get those people that when you're always wondering what's going on, but you don't know who's killing you. They don't just come at you to bully you, they do it at your back. Um, this type of people often want to gain status by diminishing the social standards of others. This includes leaving you out from some social activities. These people they are wants to spread fake rumors, the gossips. Yeah, I know you must be surprised to know that gossiping is also a form of bullying. It's called social bullying, where you are. There are two effects in bullying. Okay, one is bad, the other leads to self-harm and self-judge, and one that leads you to be better and develop how do we get bullying to only do the second effect. Okay, let me take that again. You said one is bad, the other leads to self-harm and self-judge, and the one that leads you to be better and develop. How do we get bullying to only do the second effect, which is lead you to lead you to do better and develop. It boils down on you. It boils down on you, honestly. Because if you first of all, you cannot heal, you cannot overcome bullying by yourself unless you speak up. The first way to healing is acknowledging the fact that you are a victim, and do not blame yourself for it. Acknowledge first, do not blame yourself for it. Then you speak up. You speak up. Do not give in to low self-esteem. Do not give in to bullies. Um, encourage yourself. Be bold. be bold, because once you are able to acknowledge that you're a victim and it is not your fault, and then you speak up, talk to somebody, seek professional help if possible. I'm always emphasizing on professional help whenever I'm talking about topics like this, because that is why we have these people as professionals for situations like this. Seek professional help, talk to people. You can talk to a teacher, you can talk to a friend, you can talk to your school counselor, you can talk to your proprietor. In fact, you can talk to as many people. There is no limit to the people you want to talk to. Talk to people. The more you are expressive, the more you free yourself of the bondage of holding up hurt, holding up pain, holding up anger, the more you feel the weights that has been holding you back, that's been pulling you down, leaving you, the more you are given the opportunity to fly, to be defensive, and then you can defend yourself. Thereafter, this will develop you to be a better person. You already understand that this act is bad. You've been there, you've overcome it. You already understand that the act is bad. You already know how to manage the situation. You've already overcome the situation. You've overcome the situation. You are managing yourself. You're in self-discovery journey. You're in your season of healing, because you have to heal first before you can do anything. And these things take processes, takes procedures. Like I said, acknowledge the fact that you're a victim. Do not blame yourself. Forgive yourself for waiting that long, to for giving people opportunity to bully you, because some people, bullying is out of control. You can't even control yourself. Then up speak up. That is one thing you owe yourself. That is the only way you can free yourself from the bondage, the shackles of bullying. Speak up. Do not, because they told you, if you tell anybody, I'm going to kill you. Speak up. Find a way to have evidences. Talk to as many people as possible. Then you can start developing yourself. You can start um, by attending social events, social conferences. Find all of the social classes where you get to express yourself, talk about your feelings. Find a counselor, find a therapist, develop yourself, heal, and then you can become a better person. Thereafter, you can start talking about preaching against bullying, talking about bullying. You've been there, you've experienced it, you know what it feels like, you know how it affected you, and you can then start telling people you can encourage people to talk, you can encourage people to not be bullies, you can encourage people to not encourage bullies or bullying and all that. That is how I feel like we can get people to um we can get people to we can get victims to be a better part of themselves and develop themselves. Let's get right into the third kind of bullying, which is embarrassing, which is irrational bullying. And it says it is this type of bullying that they don't come at you, they attack their targets from behind through the back. They don't just come like that. And this is gossip. Gossiping is another form of bullying. Yes, spreading false rumors about people, causing them embarrassment, um, leaving them out in certain social activities um, intentionally encourage us. You want them to feel some certain way. These are signs of bullying. Now, the last one I wrote here is a cyber bully. This type of bully doesn't typically affect younger people. This type of bully has become cyberbullying has become widespread today as a result of unlimited access to social media and um, digital, digital devices. This is very difficult to keep tab on because the perpetrators often hide behind screens, and bullying comes most times from someone. This type of bullying comes most times from someone you least expected. Now, what are the effects of bullying? What are the effects of Sorry for that break in transmission again. We have been having network glitch. Yeah. So welcome back again to Coach TV family. If you're just joining, welcome back to Coach TV family. This is Coach TV family rather, and my name is Julie Fresh, and I'm your host for every audition of on Coach TV family. I said audition every topic, every shows, every edition on this space. Yeah. And today we've been talking about bullying. So discuss the type of define bullying, talk about the type of bullying. We've had several interactions about bullying. We said bully um is an arbitrary it's a way of causing harm and distress to someone intentionally just to feel good. And said that bullying has different types, but I mentioned forms is the verbal bullying, physical bullying, emotional bullying, which can also be said to be the social kind of bullying, and then the cyber bullying. And now let's talk about the effects of bullying. Bullying causes low self-esteem. It makes you feel it tampers with your confidence. It makes people hide in their shell. It makes them withdrawn. Two is it affects us mentally. Bullying can cause a mental disorder because a lot of people have been so it causes trauma. Yeah, it causes trauma because of how much trauma, how much fear they've instilled on a party on their victims and putting them in a tight situation whereby they can't speak up. It has caused them a lot of mental problems. So we've had so low self-esteem, we have mental disorder, we have it can lead to suicide. Yes, if you do not know this. Words get to people. Words are so simple and so lightweighted, but it stings. It gets through to our hearts. We've heard of how a lot of people online have committed suicide after being bullied, after being body shamed, after being about something about their life, about their bodies, about something. A lot of people have lost their lives because of this thing. People, not everybody knows how to handle situation. Not everyone knows how to handle bullying. So we should be careful because bullying has so many negative side effects. I don't think there is any positivity from bullying. It has so negative side effects and it affects a lot of people in different ways. So it can cause mental breakdown. It causes low self-esteem. It pushes people to commit suicide. Bullying also um Bullying also turns people into hardened criminals because I saw a movie. I can't remember the title of the movie, but this girl has been bullied all her life to the point where she to the point where she became a complete stranger and she grew hate she grew hate for a lot of people, for life, for people around her, because she felt like a lot of people should have known, even though she can't speak up, a lot of people should have known that she was being bullied. But even the few people that knew didn't see anything. And this just made her hate a lot of people and it turned her into a hardened criminal. She started thinking, in order for her to feel good, she sought out to killing everybody that was involved in bullying her, both the participants and those that knew. She wasted all of them. Bullying can lead to can turn one into adding criminal. There are so many negative effects of bullying that I'm not going to mention today. So you people can just comment down below if you have other type of bullying, I said bullying, negative effects of bullying. Comment down below. This is an interactive session. I can't do all the talking. I'll give you the opportunity to talk with me, share your ideas with me, and yeah. Now let's move on to how to handle bullying. How can bullied teens with no reach for professional help or parents that don't understand from bullying? Okay, bullied teens. I don't know about your place, but I feel like every school have counselors. Now, counselors are the professional help I'm talking about. And from my topic last week, I mentioned, I talked about, I don't think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. There was a topic where I mentioned when I it was a topic, it was something I did on TikTok, and yeah, I had to talk about counselors because whilst in school, from my primary school to my secondary school to even my higher institution, we have, anyway, in my higher institution, we have what they call level coordinators and the rest, and you can sit in as counselors. So in my primary school, we used to have counselor. In my secondary school, I had an opportunity because I went to school, same school as my older siblings, and they left good names for they made good names in the school. So it was easy for me to have relationship with all the staffs, both academic and non-academic staff, because they knew my siblings. And that gave me leverage with our counselor because my siblings, my immediate older sister, was very close with our then counselor, and I became close to the woman. Now, I've not been to I've been to secondary school for a while. I don't know how the educational sector works now. I don't know if they have rooms for counselor, but back then we used to have counselor, and these are the professional help I talk about because you don't just have access to therapists. I, for one, I've been talking about how I think I need therapy. I need to go for therapy. I need to go for therapy. I know it costs a lot, but in school, they have counselors, and counselors are there for these reasons. Things you cannot discuss with your teachers, things you cannot discuss with your parents, you can talk to your counselor. Because, and then, if your counselor feels like this particular thing is beyond me, they will now recommend therapy to your parents, and therefore, if that's when I said no reach for professional help. Like there exists a counselor. There exists a counselor at school and there are teachers that help, but they just don't understand and don't see any importance in them. Exactly. That's why at this point, honestly, Rona, honestly, I don't even know if we have counselors in school anymore because you know how important because I know so many things with this problem. Exactly. And even the counselors themselves back then, while I was in school, I know that once in a while, I don't know if it's just me, but once in a while, our then counselor would have access. She would go from class to class. Just every term, that's what they do. She will tell you, they call you from, they start from the numbers on the register. You go and have like 10 minute session with your counselor. Just talk how is school, how do you have problems with this subject? What about your classmates? Your seatmates, are you okay? You know, questions like this. I don't know if they still have this kind of meetings with students and pupils. They do it from the first to the last. Even while I was in primary school, you had questions. Or counselors would go from counselor would go enter. Instead of students or pupils just playing and resting sometimes, you see counselors entering classes, just sit down, gist with students, and ask questions. You guys are going to play. You guys are should just it's almost like a routine check from class to class to class to just make students know that it is okay. I am not strict. I am disciplined, but I am also fun to be with, and you guys can talk to me at any point in time. But I don't know if they do these things anymore because why is the rate of bullying increasing by the day when we have set in these people in certain position for things like this? Why is bullying increasing every day? That is why I just mentioned that this is no longer a case. Now, how to handle bullying is no longer a case for teachers, principals, proprietors and proprietresses, counselors and parents. Bullying should now be a collective effort. It should be something that everybody should try to stop. If your neighbor's child is exhibiting traces of bullying, you can talk to the child, you can talk to your neighbor's child, you can recommend help. I know a lot of people will say, no, my child is mind your business and all of that. Don't mind your business because when the child becomes chronic bully in the future, becomes something else in the future, it's going to affect everybody in the community. So we cannot mind our business. We have to start talking. We have to start helping. We don't need to mind our business. We should do our best to help. Now, the thing to know, both for parents and for teachers, is Always look out for mood and behavioral changes in the student or pupil. Now, if your child, your student or pupil is acting some kind of way, their behavior change, their mood changes at will, they are often sad and all of that. If they are no longer their bubbly self or their happy self, and somehow, or they just suddenly change from being quiet to being noisy and all of that, look out for all of those changes and ask questions. The second thing to do is do regular check-ins with your students, your child, your ward, your pupils. Like I just said, in school, counselors should ask questions, go from class to classroom, have 10 minutes, 5 minutes session with each children, with each student, talk to them, ask them questions, do regular check-ins. Get to, if nobody knows them at school, you should be able to about I know it's going to be hard, but you should be able to talk about this at least 70% of the people in just children in school. You should be able to know one or two things about them. Do regular check-ins both in school and at home. Ask your children questions, ask your students questions. Third thing is pay close attention to your child, your ward, or your student at all times. Notice who seems to be withdrawn or distant. Notice when they are moody, notice when they are distant, notice when they are withdrawn. Whenever you feel like this child is giving an attitude that is unlike the child, ask question. Your eyes should be glued to your children at all times. Notice every changes, every attitude, every mood, anything you notice. Pay close attention. Anything you notice, pick up. Ask them questions. Like I said, reach out to counsel, seek help, talk to people. Then you and the fourth thing is always report any concern to school administration and parents. This is to the teachers. Any concern you notice, anything you notice from your children or from your students or your people, report it to the school administration. Report it, not all. Report to the school administration. Report to the parents. Fifthly, seek professional help when need be. I've been saying this thing. In all of these things, you still need to seek professional help. When you know you cannot do it alone, seek professional help. And lastly, be prayerful. I know a lot of things people will say, not everything is prayer, not everything is prayer, but prayer works, God works. Notice this thing, you always pray, my child will not be a bully. Our tongue have strong words, and I just told you when I started that I've been saying acting my nephew has been giving me feeling like he's going to be a bully, but then again I have been trying to avoid the urge of calling him a bully or saying you're going to be a bully and all of that, because he is just a toddler. He's just, and I could easily say this is this child acting his age. Or if we decide to ignore, if me and his parents decide to ignore these signs and let him act his age, he's going to grow up to become one. So I am not, every time I see something, I don't call him a, I'm like, you will never be a bully, this boy. You are never going to be a bully. I reject it in the name of Jesus. You are a good boy. You are not stubborn. I am always use positive words. Let the words from your mouth for your children be a good one. Let it plant good seeds in their life. Do not utter word like you're so stubborn, you are becoming a bully, you are going to be a, and all of that. You are not. You are not a bully. You are not stubborn. You are a good boy. You are a good child, and all those. Always add positive words. Say positive things to your children. Let it be a norm. Then you pray, my child will not be a bully. My students will not be a, no bully will come out of this classroom. No bully will come out from this school. My students will not be a, well, my students will not be bullies. My child will not be bullies. They are not stubborn. They will act their age, and their age, the things they are going to act is of good and not of evil. Your name will not be mentioned in your name will not be mentioned in bad places amongst evil names. Your names will not be found among bad people. You will not be found. And all of that, pray. Let God take the lead. Let God take control. And if you are currently experiencing it and your child is currently going through therapy and all sorts of things, pray for quick healing, because it is something to heal from. Pray for grace to want to continue. Pray for grace to pay attention. Pray for grace to adhere. Pray for grace to leave the bad character. Prayer goes a long way. This is something we all should know about. Now, if you have, like I said, I'm not going to mention everything because this is an interactive session. So if you have other ways people can avoid or manage bullying, please comment down below. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe. And trust me, guys, I've had fun. This topic, like I've been saying, it can never, ever, 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 ever be overemphasized. It can never be overemphasized. We have to keep saying it until the rate at which children are being bullied reduces, the rate at which children are becoming bullied reduces, the rate at which adults bully people online reduces, both physically, verbally, and cyberly. It reduces. We are not going to stop. Now, if you enjoyed this session, please let me know. If you have contribution, comments down below. Comment. And if you're just joining me, this is Sports TV family, and I remain your host to be fresh. And we've been talking about bully. We've said bully is simply is a person who habitually seeks to harm others or intimidate those who they perceive as vulnerable. And then we said that I also mentioned that the statistics at which, according to stopbullying.government, the statistics at which, sorry, according to stopbullying.government, okay, family can also bully you. How do we let the member know that their comment hurts? Speak up. I mean, we just said that reporting the case is one way to healing. So if your family member is doing something to you that you do not like, exactly, family members bully us. You know how they unnecessarily put you under pressure, say things to hurt you, and they feel like they are pushing you to do better. Yeah, that is another form of bullying. And if you feel like, because some of these things get to us, they just say it and they leave. And then when we are on our own, we tend to just, those words eat us a lot. They make us feel bad. And anything that makes you feel bad, any word, any comment that makes you feel bad is bullying. So if it makes you feel some sort of kind of way, speak up, be expressive. Whoever, it doesn't matter who makes the comment, who makes the statement. If you know that reacting immediately would cause problem, would cause people to disagree or cause an altercation, uh, wait until it is conducive for all of you. Then you can have the conversation. Because I am one type of person that when I'm angry, I don't react immediately. I don't shout, I don't call. Because if I decide to like want to correct emotion, or want to correct something, or want to address something at the time I am still angry at something you just did, we may end up quarreling, and I hate it. So it takes me time to pull up. It can take me 2 days, it can take me 3 days. I just need to be in a good space whereby even when I am trying to talk to you and you want to raise your voice and all of that, I can easily walk out. The most important thing is I have passed my message. Whatever, however you want to take it and what not is your business. So take your time and then express yourself. Tell the person, let them know how their comments makes you feel. But in most families, there are type of jokes that are never meant to hurt, and when you speak up, they just call you sensible. But how do we get them to stop doing it? Because some members won't stop. That is what I'm saying. Like I already said, like I mentioned about what someone said to me, how someone said called me ugly. Like I said, if you try to, when people play out some jokes and you try to correct, when everybody be like, it's just a joke now. You're thinking, hi, Didi. Hello. Welcome to Court TV family, Didi. I'm Jolie Fresh. Where are you streaming from? What's your name? Please do well to subscribe to my channel, please. If you haven't, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and yeah, let me know so I can hit the drums for you. Didi, today we are talking about bullying. Tell me what you think about bullying. And like I was saying, Rona, um, some people when you try to correct them after a joke is made, they go, a lot of people at the time will be like, it's just a joke, they're just playing, this is that, that is blah 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 blah, and all of that. You're taking this thing too deep, you're taking it personal, it's not that deep and all of that, you're being childish, you're being insensible, you are not, you're too serious and all of that. Now, for me, when something like that happens, how I would manage the situation is I would advise you, like I earlier mentioned, because they are surrounded with, because you're in a place where everybody's just making jokes and everything that comes out at the time would seem like a joke. And if you try to correct emotion to be like you're being insensitive, you're being too serious, you're being uptight and all of that, I feel like you should talk to the person who made the joke much later. You can call the person out after you all like laughed about the thing and all of that. You can decide to excuse yourself. You are permitted to. You can decide to excuse yourself. You can wait until everyone is in a more serious mood and you've left that moment is over. Everybody's calm. Everybody's now ready to like, okay, guys, not that I am trying to be insensitive or something, but you see this particular thing this person said as a joke. I didn't find it funny. At that point in time, if anybody still feels like you're being uptight and too serious and insensitive, it's their opinion, it's their business. The most important thing is your information has been passed, your feelings has been addressed. If an apology comes after, fine. If it doesn't, it's fine. Most important thing is it's never going to repeat itself, like it or not. It's never ever ever going to repeat itself. And if it does, just know that you don't have the best interest at heart because they're intentionally doing the things that they know that you don't like and it hurts you. So why are your friends intentionally hurting you? You should give them space, give yourself a break, and just decide if you want to keep up. You can't keep up. You can manage them. You can manage the situation fine. If you can't, my darling, you have to move on. So yeah, trust me, guys. I've enjoyed this session. I've enjoyed talking about this topic. I've enjoyed myself. I've enjoyed our interactive this session has been. Trust me, guys. So if you have more questions for me, keep the questions coming, and I will answer the best way I can. Okay, guys. Out of topic, but did you make this channel yourself or it's made by a group? Oh, I didn't make the channel myself, and it wasn't made by a group. Uh, it was made by my boss, and I managed the channel. So, do you have another topic for me? Another questions for me? So, guys, I feel like this session has been an amazing one. And you all are trying to spread awareness around Nigeria. Yes, we are. We can't stop talking about certain topics because it is just us. We have to spread as much awareness as possible. Like I said, this space is entertaining as much as it's educative. We're going to entertain you people, we're going to educate you people as often as we can, as much as we can, because if it is happening in Nigeria, it is definitely happening somewhere else. Not everything, anyways, but there are some things that it's happening all over the world. It is not only in Africa. It's not only in Nigeria. So we have to spread as much awareness as possible. Let everyone know. You never know where you meet where you'll be in the nearest future. What if I decide to relocate from Nigeria and I go and I travel to Europe? I go to another continent, either Europe, Asia, um, or any other continent, and I decide to settle there. I start a family, and these people are not even aware. Not like they are not aware, but not everybody's aware of certain things. And the thing that never happened to me in Nigeria is happening to me somewhere else. It's happening to me abroad. Something that never happened to me as a child, as an adult, as a youth, a teenager, is now happening to my child. I wouldn't like it. So let's spread as much awareness as possible. Let's educate people on everything that needs to be educated so that we will this is our own way of making the world a better place. It doesn't just start from one person, it doesn't just start from popular news channel or celebrities or most popular people in the world. It starts from you and me, and this is our own contribution to making the world a better place to live in. So, guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone that joined me today. Trust me, I enjoyed myself having this conversation with you guys. You have no idea. Okay, then. Well, it was really nice talking to you about this. I loved hearing your opinions. Oh, thank you so much. And your opinions are valid. I love them. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for interacting with me, Rina. This is where are you streaming or Romania? I'll be out. Bye. Good luck. Oh, thank you so much, Luna. Please do well to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel, join my community, and I promise you, you will not regret joining us. This 30-day series, we are taking our time to educate people as much as we can. We will be bringing you interesting topics. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Make it a date with us till the end, to the 31st. And like I said, on the 31st, we'll be doing a full blown pigeon session. My real Naija guest spirit go comot. I go talk to una from beginning to the end of this show for pidgin. Anybody wey wan learn pidgin, make una better prepare una mind, prepare every question una wan ask me on the 31st, because that day everything wey I go dey talk na for pidgin. I no get business with English at all on the 31st. So if you're excited about that, make it a do reading on the 31st. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for subscribing to all my amazing subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by, all those that stopped by, all those that interacted, that contributed, that share your opinions. Um, Jenny, Sahir, who else joined me today? Afam. Afam that subscribed and just left. Yeah. And all of you, Sahir, Afam, Aki. Yeah. Aki, thank you for joining me today. Luke, my darling, thank you. All of you, thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys came. I'm so glad you guys joined me. I'm honestly happy you all joined me. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for all your opinions. But just know that this has not ended. This topic is not the end. Like I said, bullying can never, ever, ever, ever be overemphasized. Now, if you have other types of bullying that you want, comment down below. If you have other ways that we can handle, we can manage bullying, comment down below. Anything you have, any other contribution, please do want to comment. Share our links, tell your friends, your acquaintances, your neighbors, and your ones about Pod TV family. Tell them about Jimmy Fresh. Tell them to join me every day on Pod TV. Tell them to subscribe as well, and know that I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. You have no idea. And we keep spreading good news. We keep spreading the word. We keep spreading love. We keep spreading light until it reaches the end of the world. I hope that's possible. But anyways, like I always say, This is me signing out, but I'm not leaving you. And yeah, I hope that you have an amazing week ahead. I hope that this week is productive and yeah, everything you set out to achieve, you achieve at the end of the week. Enjoy your day, stay fresh, stay enlightened, stay focused, stay hydrated, stay beautiful, stay handsome, stay loved, and always do not forget to spread love and light at all the time. Do not forget to say no to bullying. Now, this is Julie Fresh signing out on Quartz TV. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.